Hey there, welcome back to Switch to Linux. So if you've stumbled upon me today, I'm just going to do a stream test. I just want to see, is it possible to do any good streaming on games. So once I kind of get started here, my comments, I may or may not be able to quickly go back and forth between comments. What we're going to do here, though, is I have had a few people ask me about running some game things. I guess there's a few issues. One of those is what games are available for Windows and what games are available for Linux and what games are Steam games for Linux, which games are Steam games for Windows. Uh, and how to get everything working, I guess, is kind of part of the problem. And I'm not a gamer at all. And so, I don't really talk a whole lot about video games on my channel. This is actually the only game I play at any point in time. And I'm just curious if it's going to work or not. And if it's really laggy and horrible, then I'm going to delete it. But if it works, then it works. This is, like I said, one of the only games I play. This is Warcraft 3, not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft 3. I think it came out when I was in college or grad school or something. I don't know. But anyway, I used to do a whole lot of custom character building. So we built this character. My cousin also does a lot with this. But we build a lot of interesting custom characters, and this is our favorite one. This is based on the Sengir vampire from Magic the Gathering. Of course, if the Sengir vampire kills something, then it gets a +1/+1 counter. So we actually developed the vampire in this game to every time it makes an enemy kill, it gains 1 point of strength. Of course, that means its damage goes up, its hit points go up, and its regeneration rate goes up. So, as long as you can get the vampire over a certain level, he kind of becomes an OP jerk. Um, and it's kind of a lot of fun. So, let me know in the comments if you're seeing things laggy or not laggy. Um, because I just don't know if this is going to work well. And I don't know how this game is um, compared to like a Steam game or other things. I'm not sure if this is like super system heavy. And if I end up doing a lot of game stuff, I'll probably end up doing it on the bigger computer because this is my laptop, and this is just the one that when I'm out playing Warcraft on. When I'm out and about, this is the computer I use. This is running on Linux Mint, Linux Mint Cinnamon. I also have Warcraft that can run on the one over here. But what we're kind of going to do here is I have a standard build that I do just to get a vampire going, and I'll show you what that vampire looks like. He's kind of overpowered, but actually I did build in a weakness to the guy. So the character, if you do not during the day, he actually takes 20 damage. I think it's like every second or every 5 seconds. I think it's every second. So you have to make sure that you watch the guy and don't let him die, because if he dies, of course it resets his strength. Is how I have it coded, and so you do have to work to get him up around 100 before you really have to watch him too well. But it'll be kind of fun. But this is again, if you're joining a little bit later, the I'm just doing a test here, seeing if it works. Seems okay. Looks like 20 frames per second though. Okay, that very well might be. It might be a little laggy. Warcraft generally runs fine. What I do notice on this is of course running on Wine. What I do always end up noticing though is that um, it'll be a little slow and laggy at first, and then it gets better. And I'm running this at 720, and I put the camera up there just to see if I can. In my video tests, I definitely scaled down the resolution. I usually run my camera at 1080p, and that caused a lot of lag. So I'm wondering if I just kill the camera entirely, if that might be good. So if I do want to do more streaming in the future, then who knows? Maybe what I'll end up doing is just do it without the camera. I don't know. I'm just not sure. So I got to wait until night to get the vampire, otherwise he's going to die pretty quick. And I usually do this with 2 people, and so I don't know if I'm going to be really successful or not. It's going to depend. We're going to see what happens. But what I need to do is wait until nighttime, which is at 1800, and we're getting very close. We have hit night, so what first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up Vampiric Aura, and then I'm going to go find some weak enemies to kill. Send that guy over there. Okay. So if you notice, if you watch my strength, when I kill this guy, his strength is going to go up a little bit. I'm going to have to play it really careful early on because, like I said, I usually have 2 people here when I'm playing this. And so we can take these guys out quite a bit quicker. But with each kill, my guy's going to get stronger, just like the Singular Vampire Magic the Gathering. I also have to take note of what time it is, because if it gets too close to daytime, I'm going to have to run back to my base and stay, kind of stay in health. In fact, right now, I'm not going to bother. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that guy. Out. I don't know. Let's see what happens. See how close I can get. Because I do have Vampiric Aura, so it's giving me right now, I think, 15% lifesteal. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Which OS is the game running on? The game is running on Linux Mint Cinnamon, Linux Mint 18.1 Cinnamon. Okay, agility is kind of key. In fact, usually I would not buy agility this early, but I'm actually going to buy 2 books of it just because I'm kind of running solo tonight, so doing that. So this is Linux Mint Cinnamon. We're on Wine. I think it's like Wine 1.9. I don't think it's 2.0 on here. I don't know. So I'm going to come back to my base, get healed up, and then I'm going to find some more weak creeps. Usually we started creeping the weaker ones that are outside my base first. Okay, so somebody's up there killing my guy. I don't really care. He can die. How are you live streaming and gaming at the same time? I'm running this on OBS, and I have a dual monitor setup, and that's the other reason I'm thinking we might be getting some a little bit of frame dropping based on that, because running 2 monitors with this laptop gets cumbersome. Get Wine staging on Play on Linux. Yes, that is a way better way of doing it. The problem is I had set this up pretty early on in my Linux career. This is one of my older Linux computers, and so it's just running on traditional Wine. Play on Linux is better because you can select your Wine version and you can prevent updates to Wine from messing it up. Now there's some things on this that actually work quite a bit better than they used to, because we're on Wine, but for the most part, I'd rather prefer just a stable Wine version instead of anything else. Okay. No, I don't think I can take them on by myself right now. I'm just trying to get all the weak creeps that I possibly can first. Those guys got them. Alright, I'm going to go for the medium guys then. These guys might kick my butt, but I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. So I do have Windwalk is the second ability that I gave the Vampire, so it allows him to kind of move in and out of combat at will. And we also put some really neat custom items in the store here. So as soon as I kill this orc here I'm attacking, I'm going to Windwalk out of here. I just want to make sure I get that kill. Oh, I don't know. Let's try one more. Let's see if I can get one more. So with each kill, I'm gaining more life back on Vampiric Aura, and they're doing less damage. Now, I do have to really watch right now, though, because it is pretty much daytime. In fact, it is now daytime, so if I'm not careful, I'm going to die. So after I get this apprentice, I'm out of here, because I will not be able to take him on by myself. All right, we're going to go ahead and run a tree upgrade now. Don't forget Lutris, too. I have no idea what is Lutris. If you caught this late, I am not a gamer. I've had some requests to look at some games, so I kind of plan on doing a little bit here and there. But really, I'm not a gamer. I'm not huge on video games. I just have too many other things to do to spend a lot of time. But I do try and get a couple online games of Warcraft on every week, and that's usually about does it for me. And of course, you know, this game came out in college, and I've been playing it ever since. Okay, so now we're going to get Vampiric Aura level 2, so I'm going to get 30% of kills back. Let's see if I can find some more medium creeps. Nope. And let's look at these guys here. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I could take some archers right now, I think. Let's see. No, bummer. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I didn't know they had him. That jerk. All right. Gotta brighten my screen a little bit here. All right. So next, I'm actually going to run up to, we have a custom item shop that we built into this map, and it has some really nasty items. I'm going to be just shy of getting, let's see. Ooh, stop. Don't go any further. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vampire. I'm approaching the middle, and I will definitely die in the middle if my Windwalk wears out, so I have to watch my Windwalk. Like those guys there will like kill me right now in one shot. So I'm gonna want to grab the Searing Blade, which will split my damage out, and then I'm gonna sell the potion, which I don't need. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna grab the Necklace of Spell Immunity, so that stupid Keeper of the Grove can't Entangling Roots me. All right, go ahead and do that. Let's get out of here. And now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start taking out some more creeps. Die, creep. So now with the Searing Blade, it gives me a little bit of a damage bonus, I think. But the major thing that it's doing for me is it causes my damage to splash. And so what my goal is here is as quickly as possible, I want to get my strength around like a little above 100. Hey, and bonuses like that help. All right, let's come over here, do this. Is quality still good if you're still watching? Let me know how the quality is looking. So this is a gaming test. All right. And let's go and upgrade to a Tree of Eternity. All right. Ooh, hey, those are my creeps. My creeps. All right. So I've been, I didn't get a different Linux video out today. I've been working on I've been working on editing a video for. Whoa. Wait for those guys to teleport out of there. I've been working on a video for the scammer that called me the other day, and it's just taken a while. Part of it is I was helping a friend out today with the dog, and so I was kind of hanging out over there, and so I didn't want to do my recording over that way. So I just have a few more clips to record. I'm trying to put some nice, some funny video over part of it, and so I have to get the video going. But that's kind of what I'm doing. So other than that, I've just been looking. Oh, don't kill my wisp! Leave my wisp alone, jerk. Ah, bummer. I'm gonna get you, hurting my wisp. Never mind. You're gonna kill me if I try to get the wisp. Okay, let's try that again. Been following, watching a bunch more guys' videos talking about the YouTube adpocalypse, as people are calling it, and you know, it's I'm looking at my channel and my numbers right now, and it's genuine. You know, numbers are going down, revenue stuff's going down. I was anticipating that you know, the ad revenue would still continue to rise up, but no, it's dying. You know, and so it's a thing that's kind of getting at all the different YouTubers. So it's making me wonder if I want to spend a lot of extra time doing content, or if I just want to focus on more design projects. I don't know. I'm still kind of in my mind's not made up yet on everything that I'd like to do. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts or comments on any of that. Let me know. But I just kind of wanted to get a game streaming test go and see how this works and show off the character that we built. You can see that my guy's getting stronger, so I'm actually getting to the point now where I can actually go out and do some pretty gross stuff. Come here, fruit snack. Fruit snack. Tastes like orc. So you see that they're having a hard time really doing enough damage to injure me a lot. And I'm trying to focus on the ones that are weakest so that I can get the kills going up a little bit faster. Because I'll get to the point where I'll be totally surrounded by a bunch of guys, and I just gotta kind of attack. But I'm still have to watch myself at least until I get to level 6. Once I get level 6 going, then I have reincarnation, and so it becomes way harder to kill the vampire once I hit that level. What game is this? This is Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. And Blizzard just did an update to it that I was not able to successfully update it on my KDE machine behind me very easily. It's still kind of still in testing mode for me, trying to get that going. Windows machine, I installed it without a problem. My cousin's machine did not want to install it without a problem. It kind of became an issue. So there is a new patch out for it that is actually quite problematic. But lots of people were saying how problematic it was. Oh, really? Oh, come on. Leave my base alone. I could teleport to it, but I don't really want to. I'd rather rebuild the base if it comes to it. However, I fouled up. I should have actually been having guys in there much sooner. See, I'm going to come by here and slap him upside the head. You, die. You, orc, die. Alright, that's fine. We're going to let that go, because I want to buy more stuff. Rebuild the tree. How this looks. And what I'm going to buy next is, I want to get this guy. He gives me a damage bonus and a speed bonus. And actually, the next thing I need is an orb. I forgot to pick up my orb already, so the orb will allow you to attack a flyer with a melee creature. So if you've never played this game, this is fun. I was kind of waiting for this one. Like StarCraft was the, like the spacey type version of this game, and StarCraft in a patch this last week kind of became like completely free to buy and use. And so that was kind of neat that they did that, and they didn't do that on Warcraft yet. They've kind of been neglecting the Warcraft 3 just because World of Warcraft is, the subscription-based model, and you know how I feel about the subscription-based models. But I've never been into that. If you kind of joining here later, I'm not big into games. And I definitely don't like subscription model games, and I definitely don't like the open world games because the addictive potential is crazy. And back when I was doing Big Brothers Big Sisters, I was talking with one of my the case managers that I was working with, and he recounted to me a story of one of his friends actually got so addicted to World of Warcraft that he actually had to go and attend AA meetings to get off of it. And it's like, there are some game types that are just way more addictive than other ones, and so you just kind of have to watch with some games, and I have to be careful with that because I have one of those addictive personalities, and so for me, I do not want to play a game that does not have an end and does not have a particular start, end, etc. I'd just rather not, thank you. So it's just you have that thing going. But Warcraft 3 is a lot of fun. This was, it was revolutionary in its time, and it's still a great game because of the customizability that you have in it. You can really do a whole lot with the game that you may not otherwise be able to do. But 100 days in a Grand Theft Auto. I remember when Final Fantasy, how was it, like 13 or something came out? I don't know. What Final Fantasy were we on now? I have no idea. Somebody out there knows. I think it was when 13 came out. It was the first time ever that the game would log how long you played it. It was back in, I want to say it was made back in, I think it's 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. Whatever Final Fantasy that one was. But it's like I knew people who were spending like days at a time playing the game. It's like kind of crazy. 108 days. Now, how long did that take to do the 108 days? Hey, that's my base. Don't kill my base. Well, it's not my base, but I want to kill that base. I'm almost, in fact, I think I am to the point right now where I want to pick up my extra 2 heroes. What I try and do is get the top score everywhere. Oh, I hate those stupid giants, because they're just like, they kind of reset where you're attacking. Hey, there's that Keeper of the Grove that attacked me. Hey, stop it. No, kill the Dryad. Kill the Keeper of the Grove. Oh no, you're dying, Keeper. You're dying, Keeper. You're dying, Keeper. You're dying, Keeper. Haha, killed you. Is there another hero? Oh, yeah, there's another hero. Demon Hunter. Kill the Demon Hunter. All right. Now kill whoever you want. 3 years. Well, 3 years, 108 days over 3 years is not that bad. That's good. That's pretty good. Like, pretty good as in, congratulations, you're not totally addicted to Grand Theft Auto. Okay. So this, I'm going to get the area effect. No, I want to kill the Chimera. Don't kill the giant. All right, fine. Kill the giant. He's almost dead. Die, giant. No, kill the wisp. Kill the fruit snack. Kill the fruit snack. Orange flavored fruit snack. Yummy. Oh, kill my hero. Kill the hero, we'll make more. So this vampire, once you get him over 100 strength, he becomes a one-man wrecking crew. When you get him over 1,000, he's just hilarious. Especially when you've bought a ton of books of agility and you're like super crazy agile as well. So that means you'll attack really fast. So each character in Warcraft has a primary attribute, either a strength, a intelligence, or an agility. Whatever your primary attribute is, one point in that will cause your damage to go up. So, and then of course, in general, the more strength you have, the more your hit points. And so what we're doing is. What I did here is I built this is a vampire that is based on the Sengir vampire in Warcraft, or in Magic the Gathering. And so every time you kill a creature, your strength goes up. I think it's by 2. I have a couple versions of him, and one of them we actually put into Amazing Game. And that's a lot of fun. It's based on, if you have Warcraft, there's a game that or a map that comes with it, and I forget the name of it, but I took the concept of it. Basically, you walk around as a hero and you hit trigger points and it will summon things. So I did all sorts of stuff like that, and it was pretty fun. But I used to do a lot of the custom Warcraft stuff, so we have all sorts of neat heroes. I made a lot of interesting things based on Magic the Gathering, which was a favorite game of mine at the time. I was playing a lot more Warcraft. And so I have a Basilisk who randomly kills every certain percentage of guys. I have the Wretched who will steal enemies that attack him. So there's all sorts of fun things that you can do with the game, just based upon what you're looking to do. So let me know in the comments if you actually ever played this game before. It's older now, so if you're the older generation like me, you probably have played it. If you're the younger generation, you're like, what is this? But basic real-time strategy, just a lot of fun, a lot of customizable. I want to say it came out in like 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. All right. And it reminds me I need to go get the rest of my stuff now. Oh yeah, you're gonna die. Oh, my webcam died. Oh yeah, it did. I see that. Bummer. Let me see if I can. I'll see if I can get it reset in a few minutes here. Let me get some other stuff going, and then I'll see if I can get that reset. Not sure why it died. I might have bumped it. I notice every now and again if I bump it here and it's where I have my my finger here, it's possible that I could hit it. So that's probably the case. So let's see. Give me a second. Let's see if I can reset it. No, webcam's out. Oh well. Webcam died. Dead cam. I think that was just. I think the webcam died just from me hitting it. So, so now what we're gonna do is I'm going to pick up some agility. 5,000 worth of agility. Okay. Healed it. Yeah, where I got into this habit of having my uh, finger resting on top of where the webcam was, and if you tap the the USB port the wrong way, the camera will die. I should actually put it on the other side because the mic's not as prone to dying like that. Oh, dead heroes. Gotta make more. Alright. I think what I should actually do is just drop the webcam off the stream now. Hold on a second. Let me come over here. Oh boy. Warcraft, Logitech camera. Yep. Remove that. Comments up. There we go. There we go. Now my picture's not stuck there. Yeesh. Big battle. Kill something. Just kill stuff. Oh, bummer. A computer was defeated and I had nothing to do with it. So I'm getting game lag. That's probably because I'm recording and streaming at the same time. But yeah, I'm getting some game lag. I'm not sure if you're seeing the same lag show up, but I certainly am seeing it. And it's because of this huge battle here. So these large battles always cause game lag. Die, hero. Die. Thank you. Oh, just kill something. I don't care what you kill. Just kill something. All right, kill the hero. Kill the wolves. Ooh, good. Kill that hero. Die, hero. So if you're not familiar with the game, there are heroes. Of course, my vampire is a hero, but there's real heroes that aren't kind of sort of hacked. And in which case you can see where my icon screen is, where I have the 3 icons there. You can have 3 heroes in a game. You can actually change the maps so you can have more, but 3 is what the default is. But it's a lot of fun just kind of messing with those. And okay, let's try and rebuild. I'm trying to... What I do is I get one quadrant out of the way. Oh, really? Come on. All right, kill the giant. Die, giant. All right. Hey, leave my wisp alone. Orange flavored fruit snack. Yay, I took mine. All right, where are these guys at? Are they up here? Good, I'm going to kill them because they're driving me crazy. Hey, leave that alone. That stupid chimeras have an extra bonus damage to kill buildings. And so one of the variants we used to play when I did not... when we did not always play with a vampire, when we played the game straight, I'd do the party, I'd call it the Wrecking Crew. It was just 3 maxed out heroes and 12 chimeras. It just take out any enemy base in just a few minutes. Of course, on this map, I can buy dragons, and that's really fun. So these are the guys that keep on going down there and taking out that base. I'm going to annihilate them right now and come up and kill them. Does anybody know off the chance... the legalities of monetization on video games like this? I'm assuming I can easily turn it on. I switched it off on this video for now, just until I get a chance to look it up, but we'll see. All right, have you played, is it Zero AD? No, I've not. I really don't play a lot of video games. Who knows, maybe I should. Some people have requested that I look into getting Steam working, both Windows, Steam, and Linux Steam going, and demonstrate how some of that works. And, doesn't sound too bad. Maybe I might do it sometime. This is just kind of a test to see what the viability is of doing doing some Linux game stuff. So, oh, they killed my hero again. Hey, you, leave him alone. No, you get away from that tree. Thank you. So I don't know. I think I might actually want to do that a little bit. I'm curious to see. I've not tested it. I used to play Civilization 4 a lot, and I haven't played it in a while. Back when I was still living out west, we used to have these big LAN parties at the library, and I started a game out there like 2013, I think, and I've never beat the game yet. I'm kind of stuck at a point where I'm sure what I should probably try and do is accept somebody's peace treaty, give them some gold, give them a peace treaty, blah, 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 rebuild my army. I'm just too stuck up. I want to kill them all. But I keep on dying anytime I try and do that. So I don't know. Eventually we'll get up there and do some more do some more fun stuff. But anyway, I think I did install Civ 4 on something once. I just can't remember. Okay, so now I have my book, so I can teleport over to things real quick. I see how fast those chimeras are killing my base. Oh, bummer. Oh, those jerks. Get out of view so I can rebuild tree. Thank you. Alright, get up here, finish this thing off. Ooh, wait. Nah. Oh, good. Kill. Kill stuff. Just kill stuff. So I want to kill the giants quickly if I can, because they have that taunt thing and it forces you to change who you're attacking, which is actually very annoying. So this demon hunter there, that big old demon looking guy, he has evasion, so you'll miss most of the time when you swing at him. This cat guy that I'm killing now, he's my favorite native night elf hero. So there's 4 races in the game. Night Elf is my favorite, followed by Undead, and then humans and orcs, which I actually barely play humans and orcs. It's actually kind of funny how little I play them. Not that I don't know them, but... Yay, I killed them. So what is Zero AD? Can you tell me about that game? Ooh, I have 10,000 gold. I'm going to blow 10,000 gold on agility. So agility will cause your guy to attack faster. And you're not really supposed to have this much agility. It's just really fun when you do. So I'm over 100 agility now, so I'll pretty much start cutting through stuff like butter, especially since my damage is so high. So the vampire here is made in Warcraft. You can play, you can do triggers things, and so what I have it set at is anytime he kills an enemy organic unit, is it sets a trigger, and the trigger will up the strength. Now, I built in a couple weaknesses so it's not just total overpowered. One of the weaknesses is during the daylight hours, he will lose 20 hit points a second. And the other thing that you will encounter is if he dies, his strength will reset. And so I built those 2 weaknesses in to really prevent the thing from being completely overpowered. However, once you get used to how he works, you can get him up over that point where it's not much of a big deal. So, all right. I'm going to target the heroes just because I want to target the heroes. Ooh, kill this hero. Ooh, reincarnation. I like reincarnation. Vampire, save my cat. Don't kill my Linux kitty. The cat just looked up at me. He's like, "What? Don't kill me." If my web camera was not dead, I'd show you the kitty, but web camera died. Sorry, kitty. I can't pet you right now. I'm killing stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, they got all those chimeras. They're just... Oh, bummer. I did not get there in time. Yeah, those purple guys, they gotta go. I really have to keep an eye on the board so I don't... Oh, hold on. I'm waiting for one more guy. Okay, that's 5. So I'm going to clear out the middle. You usually don't want to come in here without a huge army, but my vampire will not have a problem back here. And this will probably get my guys leveled up pretty high, so that's actually why I want to do it. So I pretty much have the vampire up to the point right now where he's not in any danger anywhere. Oh man, he's only level 3? Wow. What, kitty? I know I'm talking, kitty, but I'm a little busy. So the Mask of Death will give 50% life back, but the vampires is better at this level. Die, turtle. Leave my guys alone. Attack me, not my guys. I'm just trying to keep my little heroes alive so that they level up. So I want everybody attacking the vampire if I can, and anything that attacks my other 2 heroes, I'm going to go ahead and kill those guys first. You'll see that my vampire's kind of a jerk. Hey, let's buy a dragon. Why not? Yeah, I got a dragon. You have to watch out if you run parties of dragons because they splash damage and it will hurt your guys. In fact, it will kill your guys if you're not careful with them, but the vampire is not really at risk of dying, so he'll be just fine. Ooh, reincarnating a Hydra. That's sweet. I'm all about that. Oops, sorry about that. I tapped my microphone there. Just woke up this sunny Sunday. Hey, how are you, Biraz? How are you? So we're just doing, if you just joined us, we're just doing a testing, a live stream. My webcam died. When I'm playing this game, I rest my thumb up over where the web camera was plugged in, and I must have tapped it because that causes problems. Oh, boy. More chimeras. Stupid chimeras. Oh, well, let's finish going through the middle. The cat is down here purring so loud you can probably hear it on the microphone. Tome of Power, that gives whatever hero picks it up 1 free level. I'm going to pick it up with him. It's because now my priestess is maxed out level, and he is very close. So now if the priestess dies again, I'm not going to bother regenerating her. All right, let's see what I can kill down here. Nothing there. So my goal is kind of to take over one sector completely. Oh, creeps. Wow. Expect these guys to be dead by now, but apparently not. Okay, let's see. So do you guys ever play tower defenses? Do you like those types of things? There's a couple tower defenses I really like to play on here. I say with the game, there's so much you can do with this particular game that it's the customizability is pretty sweet. All right. So that one's taken out. Hey, you, die. Fruit snack. What do you guys want? Yeah, my dragon's bigger than your chimera. Actually, the dragon has a devour ability. Is there anything left to devour? Here, I'll devour that if it doesn't die first. Nope. Okay, so Priestess is going to cast Starfall, so it's going to totally decimate stuff. Let me have him eat something if I can. No, I can't eat a hero. Here, eat the wisp. Num num, tastes like chicken. So it looks like based on the analytics, it looks like game streaming on a Switch to Linux channel may not be the most effective thing. Or maybe it's just impromptu, super late at night on a Saturday night. Who knows? Maybe I should have put Warcraft in the game title. I don't know. Retro games. There you go. I'm trying to think if there's anything fun I wanted to talk about. It's just been a crazy weekend, and it's had. I've been monitoring trying to work on the video for the scammers when it was a student loan scammer that was trying to get me. So I think what's going on with all the student loan scammers, there was something back where there was an error in the FOSTA site where if they put in just a certain amount of information, it would auto-populate the tax forms. And so scammers were just trying to grab information to get those tax forms taken care of. And so I think that was kind of what was behind the scammer that called me, although they did patch that FOSTA site error that I knew anyway. Not completely sure about that. So this guy's got invulnerable on, so he's like going to be there until he's like can be killed. So he's going to sit around bashing on my guys until his invulnerability runs out. Why are you chasing a peasant? Oop, his vulnerability is about to wear off. We're going to kill him in just a second. Come on. Come on. Die. Die, paladin, die. Bummer. He went invisible. He must have had a potion for that. So anyway, I was working on that, and what I'm trying to do with that particular call is I'm trying to get a little bit more advanced functions and features working in KDE, and then once or Kdenlive, I should say, and then once I get that done in Kdenlive, then I'm going to do a video on how you do more advanced video editing in Kdenlive, because I haven't done a video on that yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have a cat just decided to squirm his way up here, so let me see if I can get him to lay down well so he can stay here without brushing against the... Yeah, that right there is what you call an exercise in futility. The guy is sitting there beating on my vampire, and my vampire's like, yeah, whatever. And what I'm looking for is that little hammer is going to disappear. It's going to start blinking, and that means the spell's about to wear off. And then once that occurs and the spell wears off, I'm going to turn around and bash the guy a couple times, and he'll be pretty much dead. There you go. Die. Alright, so there's an expo around here somewhere from those guys. I'll have to see if we can't find it. Oh, that was an expo, actually. I bet their main base is over here. Hi, hero. Die, hero. Yep, here's their main base. I think what I should do when I do these do gaming stuff, I think what I should do is just find a couple fun little things and do those. I know there were a few articles that I saw that I kind of wanted to talk about, and but I left them off on my live stream on Friday just because they just didn't fit the narrative what I was talking about. But there were two health ones that just showed up in the news. One of them is like a duh moment, like, hey, removing trans fat actually helps us. Well, duh, we've been saying that for years. The problem is with a lot of your trans fat studies is they try and lump trans fat and saturated fat into the same category, and they really behave completely different in the body, and so you have to be aware of that. And so when you see something that's talking about trans fats, it doesn't necessarily apply to saturated fats as well. That was one. The other one that came out was an article looking at diet sodas and dementia, and there were two things in there. Dementia was one. Let me see if I can grab my phone real quick. I don't exactly think my stuff needs my attention right now. Let me look if what was it? Stroke and dementia. So this has been an interesting study. People are always asking the diet people, like the health researchers about artificial sweeteners, and the bottom line is we just don't have data on them. We have the minimal amount for brief acute toxicity studies to say that they're not going to kill us like cyanide or something if we put them in our body. But the biggest challenge with them is we just don't know what the long-term effects are, and there have been known to be a lot of bad long-term effects of having artificial sweeteners. So what I did for myself is I essentially just weaned myself off of sweeteners in general. Like if I drink soda anymore, it's too sweet for me. For a while, I was just like, well, if I want soda, I'll just make my own. And because I do make my own sodas sometimes. But the problem I encountered with that was even then, I just don't make it enough. And it just doesn't, it's like it's not worth it enough for me. Well, I haven't been upgrading anything. I should upgrade stuff. Let me go ahead and do that. I totally forgot I should be running my upgrades. All right. So I'm going to build all the buildings, and I just like getting my tech percent to 100 and everything else. So that's what we're going to do. I have to act pretty quick though, because the board's getting pretty thin with enemies. So I'm just going to build. Oh, cat's running away. Run, kitty, run. So that's all I can build for now. I have two guys there. And is this guy 10 yet? Huh. night elves roaming through my lands. Yeah, we'll have to deal with those guys. Greetings. How are you guys? Yeah, you're gonna die. Wine is running the game. Yes, I think it's Wine 1.92 or maybe I forget. It's 1.9 something. But yeah, I'm running with this on Linux Mint Cinnamon and it is running through Wine. No, this is not Dota. Dota is actually based on this game. Dota started with a customized game map of this game, which is Warcraft 3. So if it does look like Dota, that's why. This is where it got its origin. This is how revolutionary of a game this is you could do a lot of custom programming in it that was just way beyond its day at the time. So no, it is not Dota, but based on the game. In fact, I might still have some old original Dota maps on here. I'm pretty sure I do. I've never really got into Dota. A lot of the reason was like it became such a crazy cult following that you'd get on there. It's like, because it's like, oh, this looks fun. And then you'd get on there and you'd realize that everyone's running around and it's just like, you're a noob, 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 noob suck, noob, noob, noob. And then the guys would kick you off the game. It's just like, you know, I'd kind of like to know how to play it, but I can't exactly learn how to play it if you're going to be like that. So I never bothered with that, and I had a lot more fun doing my own custom maps. So I have a lot of my own maps that are, they're all my own, and it was just a fun thing for us to do, just build our own maps and stuff. Let's see. Oh, really? Oh, I'll beat him there. Oh yeah. Haha. Orcs and Night Elves. Sweet. I guess a word for people who there's a lot of Linux distros that are coming around right now that are all they're all trying to advertise that these distros allow you to play your play Windows programs and run Windows programs, and it's only partially true. Not every Windows program will run on Wine. Oh wow, I'm actually short on lumber. That's weird. And I think it's a disservice that some people are making a lot of distros and packaged distros and whatever, saying that they'll run Windows programs because they have Wine installed. And I think Wine is something that you should not have it installed unless you absolutely need to have it installed. I just think it's one of those types of programs. All right, so all my heroes are level 10, so I'm just going to kill those two because they're actually kind of dead weight right now. And I'm not a huge fan of people sitting there and just saying that. And really, Wine should only be installed in your computer if you need to have Wine installed in your computer. That's kind of the thing, because what Wine does is it allows you to run Windows executable files, DLL files, etc. from your computer. And when you're running Linux, you may not want to do that, because that's one of those reasons why Linux is not as susceptible to viruses. It's because it doesn't run exe, DLLs, and all the other things that make Windows more susceptible to stuff like that. So um, we have to be careful when we are when we're doing that, and you should really only install Wine if you need it. And even safer is installing Wine with Play on Linux, which I am not doing on this computer, but I should be doing it on this computer. And if you missed the reason why I'm not running it, it's just because this computer is this is an older build, and I didn't have Play on Linux installed on it really early on, and so it just never got added, and not a big fan of going back through and re-breaking it and trying to get it to work on here when when there's other things. Should stop making so many different Linux distros to focus on all the good ones. That's probably true. I think one of the problems and challenges is some people, a lot of distros and whatnot are merely they're merely repackages of things. Of course, there are some distros. You have your basic cores like Debian and Fedora and Red Hat and Ubuntu, and I might even say Linux Mint because it's just so large of its own separate thing now. But yeah. And then you have your builds off of those, like I don't know, just all sorts of stuff. So yeah, there are probably too many Linux distros running around. I kind of agree to that. Oh yeah, you're gonna die, guys. Roaming through my lands. I know just where you're going. You're gonna go down to here, and I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, and some of the distros are very well. Some of them are very well. Very, very good reason for them, I should say. It's hard for me to talk about this and play a game at the same time. I don't know why. I can play this game in my sleep. But yeah, it's. I understand many new distros. I just don't understand every new distro. Because there's just a whole lot that's. There's a whole lot of distros that are just not really necessary. And then there's a lot of distros that, yeah, you can fully understand why they're necessary. And I'm trying to think of good examples. Like, the reason I say Linux Mint was probably more of what I might call a necessary one is that with Linux Mint, we got things that you weren't getting out of Ubuntu. So you got things like a system that behaved a lot like Windows. The thing about Ubuntu is good and stable as it was, as much as it really was a core for Linux. The downside of Ubuntu is it never really, I guess a long time ago it had with the old GNOME and with with some other desktop environments, it had a somewhat Windows-like behavior. But I think where Ubuntu lost a little bit is when they they had Unity going for them. And the problem with Unity is it was so different from both a Mac and a PC. It was, in many ways, a little bit more difficult for some people to use. And what Linux Mint, I think, did with Cinnamon particularly in more recent years is it produced a system that for me, I switched to Linux because of Windows 10. I like how Windows works. I liked everything about Windows except for the telemetry. I thought Windows 10 was a horrible implementation of Windows, but if it wasn't for the telemetry, I would... Oop, I hit the message log. If it wasn't for the telemetry, I would stay on it. I wouldn't have a problem. The challenge becomes when we Uh, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of agility. The challenge came when I was looking for different distros, because Ubuntu was the very first distro that I ever used, and so you kind of stick with it. You remember your first distro, and I liked it, and I thought it was neat, and I thought it was novel, which for me was kind of cool. I didn't mind that novelty, but it still was different enough from Windows. I've never got to the point where I ran out of agilities to buy. That's hilarious. I've never bought this much agility in my life. And you're just going to show too. I'm going to be super fast and going to kill stuff quickly. But when I was looking for what system I could use, I knew Ubuntu was not the system that was going to replace Windows for me. And I was looking around. In fact, what I initially did is I took Ubuntu and with Ubuntu, I put down a little taskbar at the bottom, because that was one of the things I thought was missing. But then you had running multiple windows, not tabs, but multiple windows of web browsers, which was always critical for me. And then, there's just so many different things that for me was worth it. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever had that much agility before. It's funny. And then when I found Linux Mint Cinnamon, it was just like a breath of fresh air that here is a Linux distro that behaves just like Windows in many ways as far as basic functionality. And it was exactly what I was looking for, because I liked how the setup of Windows is. It's very efficient for me. It's not necessarily for everybody. It's not the perfect distro for everybody, but it was for me. And that's why I like Cinnamon so much. Linux Mint was just Debian with a Cinnamon desktop. It's based on Ubuntu, actually, but with a Cinnamon desktop. Distros made just for different desktop environment. Do you mean like I'm trying to think exactly what you might mean. Like there's the different flavors of Ubuntu, of course. And with your different flavors of Ubuntu, you have, a different one for each desktop. But then, yeah, there's some distros that are built just to build a new desktop. And I don't know, and maybe Ubuntu might even be guilty of that. But there's, was it Bodhi Linux, I think, had the fully customized Enlightenment desktop. I forget if that was the one I'm thinking of, but... I didn't know they killed that base. But yeah, stuff like that is a little crazy. I think it's neat to have the ability to implement different desktops and things, but I don't know. It's to be live Linux gamer discs with just Linux games, but they seem to not be developed now. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can't find an experiment with more games, maybe native games, Linuxy games, who knows, just games. I might do that once a week. I'm just trying to figure out what types of things people want to see more often and less often and stuff. So, Ubuntu is Debian. Yes, Ubuntu is based on Debian. KDE Neon is one example. Ubuntu flavors is fine. Yeah, and to my understanding, and I compared Kubuntu and Neon, and my understanding of Neon. Oh, really? This is what happens. This is why I usually play this with sound on, but I don't want to turn the sound on right now. I'll hear them attacking my base. To my understanding, KDE Neon was actually essentially built to test new KDE packages. I'm not sure if that's completely true or not, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. And with that being said, it makes it at least fairly useful. Although, why bother with that? There's so many different KDE distros out there as it is. So you have that argument going for you. I think I should go to the middle and buy more dragons. So I think the dragons are kind of slowing me down. They have cold breath, so it slows you down, and my vampire is always right in the middle of his breath, and so I'm actually losing that. In fact, I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to more efficiently kill the map if I kill the dragons. Hey, kill the dragons. Kill the dragons, kill the dragons. Alright. There we are. Now let's go kill stuff. Kill stuff fast! So my vampire's over 1,000 damage, 478 agility. I should boost up his agility a little bit more. Let's see. What do I want to kill first? Ooh, fruit snacks. That's funny when you can kill a Tauren chieftain in one hit. That's hilarious. That was pretty sweet. Alright. Let's see. Let's teleport to this base, if I can. Turn that back on, and wipe this out. Tux Cart. I'll have to check that out. You tried using Anbox yet? It's an Android compatibility layer which uses the OS Linux kernel in a sandbox environment. I have not. I have tried. I just ran past a bunch of enemies. What's the other one? Was it Android 86? I think I can't remember the name of it. That's the one I tried, but I'm gonna write that one down. What's that one? Anbox. I'm gonna look into that one. Yay, I love it when they reincarnate because it gives me more kills. Oh yeah, die humans. Go back here, priest. I want to eat a priest. Tasty. See who's left now. I can't. I can't click the allies menu to see who's left. If you're playing a multiplayer version of this, you can click on the allies menu up here and see who's left. I have no idea though. So I'm wind walked, so I'm running at max speed and I'm invisible, and so I can just come right on. But the downside is if I see an enemy, I'll run right by him without attacking. So it's kind of the downside. So I'm kind of keeping my vampire centered screen here so I can run around and do stuff fun. Ooh, let's see. Ah, yummy. So these guys can actually see invisible units. Well, this tower can. Anything with that eye on it can see invisible units. Die, horsey. So he's kind of set to auto right now, so he's just going to attack attacking units first. No, come on. All right, I'm going to have to put him under control because he's going to get confused with that knight back there. What are you doing? Kill the knight. Don't let the knight leave. Why don't we have one universal standard for packages? Because .dev and .apple image and snapd. Why if you need 3 ways to install apps? Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, and that's probably the thing that holds me back from learning so many other Linux distros. It's like I know the package management in Debian so much that it just kind of locks me into it. Like I'll do distro tests and reviews of other things, but I'm not going to sit here and try and spend a lot of time trying to figure out a new package manager when, I already know how everything else works. And I'm with you on that. Maybe we should. Of course, the variability or the options is certainly good. So I think anytime we have options, it prevents one company from ruling the world like Microsoft. Because even if you say that there should be multiple, just one package manager with everything else. Well, eventually what will happen is one guy will come on and override everything, I'm just going to come back and just double check, make sure I didn't miss any upgrades anywhere, which is good. This will be fun, in fact. I'm going to build, just because I'm playing a one player and it's possible for things to hide, I'm going to build a bunch of Chimera roosts and have some chimeras, because actually I have cleared every gold mine so far, but the game's not over yet, and I have no idea how many guys are left, and so ooh, must just be these guys left. Oh wait, hold on, I did not see this gold mine yet. Let me go there. I did not see that one yet. Actually, on my Manjaro VirtualBox, I actually did install the Pac-Man for the Pack Manager, which is kind of fun. As you're installing something, Pac-Man goes down and eats the pellets as it's installing an application. That was fun. Frankly, if there was a good working distro based on Pac-Man at the time that I didn't have to spend hours messing with, I very well might have learned Pac-Man instead of learning Ubuntu-based software. But, that's the reason I learned Ubuntu-based software, and the reason I learned Linux Mint is while I do not mind taking the time to learn how to use different distros, I have better things to do with my time than play around with all of the different distros. And really, since a lot of my task is to just get the work done I need to get done, I need to make sure that I'm not spending all my time messing with a distro and getting codexes installed and whatever else. Ooh. And that's kind of key, you don't want to spend so much time just getting a distro working, and that's why I didn't learn Pac-Man at the time. I think I've used Pac-Man enough. I could probably do it, but need a unified effort in places that matter, like Xorg, and having one audio manager rather than Pulse and Core Audio. Yeah, I think I'm probably with you on a lot of that. Run, vampire, run. I think I see the last building left. I'm not completely sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to distribute a bunch of wisps. If there's any enemy units, they're going to be built around. Gold mines most likely, and so by going and dropping a unit at every gold mine, I'm going to figure out where the last guy is. So this is kind of like the boring part of the game where I'm just trying to figure out where I need to go to kill the final things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop an Ancient Protector pretty much everywhere I can. That way he'll alert me through attacks if there's any enemy units running back and forth. Downside, it's going to take a while for everything to get to where it needs to get to. So, okay, let's see. Where else can I check? Let me go up here. And then I will build a bunch of chimeras. And then the chimeras I'm just going to send around. Okay, so there's something. I used app because it was easy to understand, having 6 switches, flags, and 1 line to install something. Yeah. With you there. I like apps a lot. You know, it's just handy for me. So I generally find the tools and the resources based on it if I need them. 2 package managers per distro, like RPM and Zipper, Pacman, and yeah. Don't stand with your back to it. Go kill the orcs. So this might be the last base. I'm going to kill all these things out, and then I'm going to see if I don't win here, then I'm going to disperse a bunch of chimeras. Oh, so there's another one right there. See that one there? So those guys still are not dead. So there's more stuff around there somewhere. Oh, look at that. I have a wisp that's sitting there in the middle of nowhere. We're going to build a protector right there. And I'm going to quickly get over here as fast as I can. Oh boy, look at that. Huh, he's not even going to beat on my Ancient Protector sitting in the middle of the base. That's funny. Alright, well. Alright, chimeras. Go attack stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the chimeras and then holding the A button to tell it to attack. Hold down Shift and then just clicking on the map and the mini map in various places, and it's going to tell the thing to run around and just attack anything that it sees. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do. Of course, my vampire is the main killer right now, but the chimeras will help. So this guy here is just going to sit here and throw rocks in their base. Boom. Boom. There's some other orcs up here. I'm well aware of that, and I'm not sure exactly where they are yet. And I know that because it did not give me a enemies defeated notification when I killed those last guys. Oh, no. Don't attack my guy. I killed my own guy. Whoops. Okay, so the chimeras are going to be running around. I'm just going to look for any red on the mini-map that's not somebody else. Let's see. Do I have more chimeras? I'm waiting on stuff. Let's see. What else can I do? I can come down and let's see. I think I have a bunch of these guys. Oops, there's something. Streaming is not struggling at all. What kind of hardware you got? This is that's actually surprising because I'm doing this on my laptop. This is a Core i5. I want to say it's a fifth generation Core i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and I am actually running it off two monitors. I was running a web camera, but where I rest my hand on this, I think I bumped the USB port, and that killed the camera. So I disabled the camera. So it's just a Core i5 laptop. I think it's a fourth or fifth generation, and the RAM is 8 gigs of RAM. And actually, it's streaming over Wi-Fi too, which is even more amazing to me that my Wi-Fi is actually working well enough to do that. Actually, the thing about Warcraft 3, though, is you can set it to take a lot of resources or little resources. I have it completely beefed out because it is a 15-year-old game. But even back when it first came out, even the most modern computers, you still had to set all the settings to low because they really planned ahead with this. I quit, see my stats. Of course, I got the high score. That was no doubt. I did not get the units produced, which makes sense because I made a vampire. Definitely killed the most units. Definitely, actually produced most buildings. Destroyed the most buildings. Killed the most heroes. Obtained the most items. Hired the most mercenaries. And got the highest tech percentage. Oh, that was that. Okay. Well, there's that. Let me catch up on the comments and probably wrap it up for the evening because it's 3 and I like to be in bed a little earlier than 3 usually. So, all right. Yeah, and I'm actually streaming it on OBS as well. Yeah, the funny thing about this laptop too is as good as it is, it cost me like $350 on an open box deal at Best Buy. So it's kind of stuff I like to buy. I'm going to quit Warcraft now, which is probably going to cause the thing to go, eek, what's going on? We left with comments. Okay, let's see. All right, hey, the computer's starting to cool down a little bit. All right, everyone. Well, that was kind of just a stream test here. Didn't get a whole lot there, but that's quite all right. Sounds like it ran pretty good, other than me bumping the web camera. So I'll work on that, and who knows, maybe I'll live stream a game again sometime. Next time I do, though, I'll pull up some fun topics to discuss while I'm doing it, make it a little bit less boring. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you're having a good time, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.